Today's topic, Andrew Tate's banned from Facebook and Instagram. He's a genuine threat to young men. He has drawn criticism from online comments, particularly from UK advocacy group Hope Not Hate, which welcomed the most recent ban. We welcomes Meta Shift's action to remove Andrew Tate, and we putting pressure on TikTok to follow this example. They must act now to prevent further spread of these extremist views. He's banned from Instagram, Facebook, and very likely he's going to be banned from other places. So first off, I don't think this ban matters at all. I don't think it matters at all because I think their attempt is to like stop this person who in their eyes is like spreading misogyny. Even if that's how you view him and that's what you think he's doing, you haven't stopped whatever the movement he's coming from is. He's just a figurehead, just a face. The issues between men and women, this gender-related war that exists in our society still goes on. There's going to be somebody else who comes in his place, and that stuff will never change. The second reason why it doesn't matter is that he doesn't even spread his own videos. He doesn't have a YouTube channel where he's spreading all this stuff. He doesn't have a TikTok channel where he's spreading stuff. It's random people who are spreading this stuff.
Who's posting this thing?
They're posting it. They're taking clips. They're posting it everywhere. They're getting interviews. Like, unless you ban all mention of this man, it is impossible to stop it.
But the minute that...
So they're going to be in every comment section, reposting it on every channel, going comment Tate W, and guess what? You can't stop it unless you ban all mention of it beyond how dislikable he is. All right, let's take ourselves out of we hate this dude, okay, or you hate this dude, or whoever hates this dude. I don't care. Think about what matters in this, which is all the young folks who gravitated towards his message. Were they all somebody who were put under a spell? Or were there a lot of societal issues that existed that created the perfect melting pot for someone like this to come to prominence? Whether you like it or not, be it Fresh and Fit, any of these red pill dudes, whatever you want to choose. What is it that makes people get drawn to them? And this is what I've been saying for a long time. When I did the other video, I'm like, listen, red pill ain't for me, but I understand why it's necessary.
Yeah.
Right? You can hate these movements, you can be against them, but until you deal with the underlying societal problems that lead to these movements, everything else is just putting a band-aid on an infected wound. That's what it is. That's what it is. You're not coming to the concerns of any of these young men, which, whether you like it or not, Andrew Tate spoke to some degree. Well, why can't they choose a better? There are no better role models. I don't know how many times I have to say, I get so sick and tired of fucking women just coming out of the woodwork to be like, well, they're better. What role models? Go ahead, point them out. Good luck. I'll wait. Because I've had people send me, and you know what? None of them have any advice that are useful in dating. Most of them have terrible advice, if any, okay? And they have little to no experience, so I don't really care to hear from them. So I want y'all to peep the whole formula. We didn't talk about what men were dealing with for a long time. It led to this. Now someone starts talking about it, you're like, don't speak about it. So now we're going back to the very point. They're like, don't plat for this person. Don't speak with them. Well, it's like, well, people want these issues addressed. No, get somebody else. There's better role models. Okay, so let me ask you, where are all these positive role models that y'all been encouraging this entire time? Where are they? When have they rose to prominence? Why aren't they going viral? If there's so many good ones out there and you guys encourage them and support them and then they should be pushed up in these algorithms, how come it's never happened? Can anyone tell me? There's so many positive ones.
Don't look at me.
How come in the last 30 years of my fucking life, I've not seen a single one of these motherfuckers ever promoted on national television or anywhere else? How come no young men have ever gravitated towards these people? Can anybody tell me? I'll wait. Since there's so many, I'll wait. Tell me where these motherfuckers are at.
Oh, we got one.
Who?
Bill Cosby.
So I ask you, right? And this is the more important question, because get past the ban. The ban is just feel-good bullshit, okay? This doesn't change anything. How do you get to the real problems, which are the issues that men are facing that they feel are not being talked about? That's what I want to know.
Like, who puts himself in the... It's boys. They'll be fine. It's funny. It's really funny that they want men to talk. They want men to, like, to say what they got to say. And the minute we do, it's like, we hate. We this and that and the third. We can't have both, people. Like, we can't have both.
Today's video is brought to you by Raycon.
We have the Raycon earbuds. Their new earbuds is more comfortable. They won't budge. You put them in your ears and they will not move. That's what you want, you know, because I'm also a dancer. I want to be able to practice without having to move and replace my thing.
Sometimes you want to just isolate everything out. Well, with the noise isolation feature on these Raycons, you can block out all the noise on you so you could focus in and zone in on what you want to be doing. And navigating between the multiple modes that exist on Raycon has never been easier. Just use the function toggle below. And considering the price point and how they're set at half the price of their competitors, I'm unbelievably impressed with these Raycons. And if you don't believe me, go check out the reviews. With over 50,000 5-star reviews, there's a reason people are saying this, and I agree. If you want in, go to buyraycon.com/ABBA to get 15% off your Raycon purchase. So click on the link in the description below and get 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's on me.
You can't have men that express themselves on the trouble that they got and tell them to shut the fuck up because they ain't real problems and it's not as bad as whatever. You can't have both. You want to do that, but you can't have both. Like, which is it? You always want men to talk and to open up. We open up about our shit. The other day I was talking and I was triggered and I was talking about whatever. You saw the clip, right? And I was tired of being told like that I was not black enough and this and that. It was often I told exactly who the perpetrator is. That was me opening up. That was me opening up and being frank and being real with y'all. Couple of y'all dropped me my DM. There's one particular lady that dropped in my DM. I didn't read the whole message, but whatever. The minute I saw that, I switched. I'm a follower, but I gotta say that I'm a bit disappointed in you. First and foremost, I'm not your dad. Okay? I'm disappointed. You have to understand what the black woman is saying. At that point, that was not the point of my intervention. I told on this channel many, many times that I understood. I do understand. That's why most time I shut the fuck up. But I gotta tell that you motherfuckers are the perpetrators sometimes. When you open up, you're being told to shut the fuck up. So how do we solve it? And who's the role model? There's a reason why that guy gets so popular. Like he said, it's not some kind of spell. It ain't magic. You have to ask yourself, okay, why?
You know, people say this stuff. Well, we shouldn't platform these people. You know what my personal take is? I want to hear these people. Yeah. When I listen to Andrew, I don't buy into a lot of the stuff he says. I think a lot of that shit's goofy. I think he's kind of, that's me personally. But I want to hear it. You want to know why? Because I'm like, I understand why he is the way that he is, and I'm not with that, and I understand why I'm not. And someone else can look at it and be like, I identify with that. I'm with that. Okay? Then the next step beyond that is we all have a better understanding of what we agree or disagree with. And then somebody else who's a much better role model, quote unquote, apparently you guys have him, can come out and show just as much charisma and be just as drawing. And then we have all these ideas conflicting. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen. You want to know why? Because there is no other side. So now they just see this guy getting bigger and bigger with no counter voices. And now they want to ban it to make themselves feel better. You didn't offer a healthy solution, right? You didn't say why. You didn't say how we're going to fix the problem. You just said get rid of him, get rid of the figurehead. Now, of course, there's young impressionable people, and they're going to be swayed, and it's going to cause problems. But I would argue these are problems that we have to deal with. These are problems that we have to deal with as a society and confront this issue rather than just trying to ban it outright and not discuss the problem. Because if we're honest, nobody's trying to talk about it. I've watched a bunch of the news coverage on this dude that was happening on mainstream channels. And you know what they were just saying? Oh, he's a misogynist and he's inappropriate for young people. It's like, well, why are the young people gravitating towards him? What are the issues? How come y'all never spend time discussing that? No? Okay. I just noticed a pattern. I noticed a pattern. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this and you watching, whether you hate him or love him, I don't care. This is going to happen 100 times more, and it's going to be amplified. And let me also say this. When you ban somebody, you know what happens?
You just create a hero.
Because people who want information for themselves, like, why are you guys keeping me from this guy? Let me hear him. And then they're going to listen to a couple of his clips, right? The more tame ones that are allowed to stay online. And they're like, this guy makes a lot of sense. You know, when he's talking about the fact that a lot of young men are lonely, like, I get that. Why is this guy banned? You guys are going to create somebody who's pretty much unbeatable.
And now,
so there you go.
It's just weird the way
Hold up.
act.
Didn't they just ban Trump?
Yeah.
Didn't they just ban Trump? Ain't he about to win for a second fucking term?
He did try not to make that happen.
But
yeah. You know, the thing that's weird of how you act is you think this guy, this Andrew Tate guy, is a cancer, right? So he's a symptom of a cancer, really. Mm-hmm. By removing him and not addressing the root, the cancer just comes back stronger. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. If you just remove the lump without addressing the root, the cancer comes back stronger. You're not solving the issue. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. If I have a recurring pain, why do you want to address that? You have other functioning body parts in your body. That's what you're doing. That's you. That's you. You have other places that are working in your body. You're good. It don't work like that. If I have an issue, I have to address the issue. And sometimes to address the issue and to fix the issue, you have to comprehend it. If you don't understand it and you just remove it, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. But that's just me. So I understand why he's banned. I just went on the technical term of it, right? But I understand the fact that that's not how you solve the situation. But I just didn't want to repeat myself from other videos that we did.
Yeah. Well, listen, let us know what you guys think. Do you guys agree or disagree? We want to hear from you guys. Do you guys think it's a good thing? Do you think it's going to lead to a better world? Or do you think it's just more of the same? I want to hear from you.
You know what's going to happen?